Let's bring in another panel now with Christy McSweeney, who's Managing Director of PR Council. She joins us from Melbourne, and Johannes Leak from The Australian, the great cartoonist from The Australian, joins us from the Central Coast. Great to speak to both of you. Look, I don't know whether you got to see Tucker Carlson's first little broadcast on Twitter 48 hours ago. I showed a bit of it on the program last night, and look, it was interesting for all sorts of reasons, but what blew me away was the way Tucker Carlson got into this whole aliens and UFOs story. Here's a snippet.
The Pentagon has spent decades studying these otherworldly remains in order to build more technologically advanced weapons systems. Okay, that's what the former intel officer revealed, and it was clear he was telling the truth. In other words, UFOs are actually real, and apparently so is extraterrestrial life. Now we know.
Now we know, Christy. Do you want some more evidence than that?
I don't know, Chris, but I think if there is someone who takes this guy on, if he lodges a whistleblower claim and needs some barristers, I think they're going to need a lot of PR to manage this one out of here. You would think people from these intelligence organisations in the United States are highly vetted, and there you go, they pop up on TV telling the secrets of the US government. I'm not really sure about the veracity of this guy, but good on him for snaring an interview with Tucker Carlson, who did that with a straight face.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Johannes, look, there's lots of things. We've all got to be open-minded, and we know there's unidentified flying objects, and usually there's some explanation. But, you know, talking about they're actually finding some sort of remains of some life form and that they're working on the engineering from these objects and learning from them, I mean, where's the evidence? Don't just say it. Show us some evidence.
Yeah. I did love it how Tucker Carlson said he was obviously telling the truth, but he didn't explain how he came to that conclusion. But look, I mean, it does sound all of X-Files, doesn't it? But I remember years and years ago when the stealth bomber was first sort of unveiled, you know, and it was this great big leap in technology, radar dodging technology was such a big leap apparently at the time. And there were rumours circulating at the time that this was something they'd reverse engineered, you know, by looking at, UFOs that had landed and this sort of thing. And I mean, look, I'm just going to say I'm not quite as sceptical or cynical as you both are. You just never know. Who knows? It'll happen sooner or later. It's bound to happen.
Mate, I'm open-minded. I just help me. I just want to put my finger in the wound. That's all. You know. Look, there is an interview now of the whistleblower. His name I mentioned last night was, of course, David Grush. He's given this interview. So here he is. He's a former defence intelligence analyst, apparently. So have a look at what he's got to say. Make up your own mind.
The UAP task force was refused access to a broad crash retrieval program.
When you say crash retrieval, what do you mean?
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, you know, call it spacecraft if you will, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
How many?
Quite a number.
You're kidding.
No.
I don't know, what were they, jet skis or what? The thing is, Christy, it's just like he's just saying it. Show us a photo. Where's a leaked document? Did you bring back a little bit? Did you smuggle out a little bit of metal? But there's nothing. There's just what he says.
God, there's some really good lines he's spitting there, though. He would make a fantastic expert witness if ever there was a whistleblower trial. I mean, he would be the guy to blow the lid off it.
So if the project wants an exclusive interview with him, they should contact you now. You can sort it out for them.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? It saves them bagging out Liberal candidates running for election like they did to me, Chris. So I'll offer them something else.
Indeed, it looks just right for them, I reckon.